gonna be on how to develop your flipping style. This is for more advanced flippers. I'd say if you're at least advanced, you could probably use this info. But having a personal style is a really important thing in flipping, in my opinion. So let's just get into it. I'll start with the beginner tips, kind of work my way up, starting with some like really basic things. What type of knife you're using. I'll just go over 3 different basic styles of tech, and I'll tell you what knife I recommend for them. So, or not tech, just flipping. First one is going to be like your standard flipping. Like, you don't really do anything too crazy or like too technical. You could do things that are really crazy, just not too technical, like paper or banks are good examples of. I mean, banks gets pretty technical, just not fully. But like, yeah, if you're just gonna be like more of a standard flipper, I would recommend something with more handle bias. Something like a Triton or a Mako, maybe a Glider Co. product would suit you a lot better than something like a Trident or a Swordfish would. So yeah, next flipping style or like types of tricks you like to do, I guess, is people who like to have a little bit of tech incorporated in their combos and a little bit of standard, so like they're a mix of both. If you're more standard, I would go with something a little bit handle biased but less leaning on neutral. And if you are more tech, less standard, I would go with more techy options. I think I'm around the more tech, less standard, but I'm still like decently standard. I feel like it's a 60-40 with me, because I don't really like, honestly, I don't do that much tech flipping. I do love tech, but most of my style isn't considered as tech to me, personally. Next thing is, if you are just like fully a tech flipper, I guess if you're more tech than standard, then try to use more techy knives. Maybe more neutral balance will suit you. And if you're fully tech, get neutral balance, maybe G10 knives, stuff like that. So yeah. And if you want a Grail, I'd recommend getting like a Cygnus, something that is going to do you like a lot of good. Personally, I think anything over $200 is a Grail, just because I'm kind of broke. I love my Tsunami. It's my personal Grail, like number 1. And then my Rep is also a Grail, but I use this more for my standard flipping because it doesn't like tech as much, I don't feel. So yeah. Next thing, how to flesh out your style. Look at people. Let's say, for me, my biggest inspirations when I started flipping, banks, shrimp flips, a lot of like, I don't know, I would just see a lot of people on Discord who had like a lot of swagger to their flipping, almost like very not complex, but it looked really nice. It's kind of where I get my style from, and I'm still trying to get my style to be more advanced while keeping it the same type of way. Next thing I would do, if you get to the point where you know what types of tricks you like doing and you kind of know what style you want to go after that style. Freestyle, well, thinking, oh, I want to, like, here, let's say I wanted to do some standard flipping. I'd be like, oh, okay, I want to do like chatters into like a double scissor or something, you know, like I want to incorporate a lot of rollovers, but in like a cool, unique way. You want to make your style look unique, even if it is standard flipping. I think if you're doing standard flipping, at least try to get cool transitions. Like, let's say you're doing standard flipping and you get on your middle finger like this. What do you want to do from there? Well, you could throw it into a knuckle fan or something. You could throw it here. I don't know. There's a lot of transitions you can do. It really just depends on what you want to do. Me personally, I freestyle all day long. Like, if I'm not trying to make a combo, I am freestyling because that is the main way you can improve in general, and it will develop your style almost subconsciously. It will tell you what tricks your fingers like, a whole bunch of stuff. Next thing, after you get done kind of figuring out what style you like, go on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, and find people who kind of flip like you and just steal from them. Be a little filthy, greedy goblin, like I am, you know. I do enjoy making a lot of tricks. It's one of my favorite parts about balisong flipping. But it's also so nice to see someone do something and then be able to mimic it, like this trick. Hold on. Oh. The one I taught in the tech tricks combo thing, like the weird fan. I literally just saw, well, actually, Odo Konoko sent me it, and I was like, oh. And he said he got it from Oximity, and I saw the original video by Oximity. I was like, okay. And I stole it, like the little filthy trick thief I am. No, but for real though, just take tricks and transitions you see from other people. Like, I remember when I was just starting to get into flipping, I watched a Blankermain video, and he did this. Which now, I mean, I feel like a lot of people know, but at the time, it was around a year and a half ago. It's just kind of crazy to think how much flipping's even evolved in that amount of time, that people go from not really knowing types of things like that to there's quite a decent amount of people who can do things like that now. I remember being like, oh, that's so cool. And I wanted to learn it, and then I learned it. And then it was really difficult. And in the process, I did something like this. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I can use that. So maybe you'll find something cool in your way to go learn something else. So steal people's tricks. This is my next tip. My final trick, or actually I have one more after this. Second to last, make your own tricks. This is going to be kind of difficult. And if you're a standard flipper, I'd say make your own transitions. Just make your own combos, make your standard flipping look more unique. If you're more techie like me, you want to make your own tricks, really. I took the thing from Proximity. This. I took that. I threw a giraffe. Okay. Not a giraffe right there. I go into a giraffe here. I come down, throw it, and I get into a ladder from there. And then I throw the ladder into like a chaplain or something. And, it's not really like a full trick, but it is a transition. You can even just start with transitions, because it's really hard to think of new, unique tricks, because you're going to be deriving it from somewhere else. It's kind of like trying to make a new movie or a book nowadays. Everyone's kind of already thought of everything. I mean, flipping is still evolving. People are still making new things. If you're creative enough to, go for it. I am not there yet. I still need to master the art of the balisong, and I need to learn just how the handles can be manipulated, how the blade can be manipulated, because it's all really fun to learn. And the last thing is, this is gonna kind of sound weird, because it's kind of what I've been talking about, but make it your own. Make it exaggerated, make it big, make it unique, make it Mystic, for example. A Mystic clip when you see a Mystic clip. That's not just because he's the only person out there doing a lot of tech. That's because he makes it his style. He's nuts. When you see a Banks clip, it's a Banks clip. He makes his own style. He'll throw 90 scissors in a row, and you're like, oh, there's Banks for you. If you see a shoe clip or a shoe clip, you're like, wow, okay, that's him, that shoe, with his weird little transitions and stuff. Really, really fun. Fun flipping style to watch. If you see, all these big flippers. Sorry, my little brother came down. I was finishing up there. All these really recognizable people, flippers, they're recognizable because they make their style almost exaggerated to the point where you know who they are, right? It's so unique, or not even it doesn't even have to be so unique, it's just so them. They add their own flair to it, they add their personality into it, they add a lot of stuff into their flipping, and you're like, okay, there's Mystic, there's Banks, there's Shaw, there's, even Will Hirsch. Oh, there's Will Hirsch's flipping style. You know, people who, if you flip for long enough, your style will be kind of put in, like, your essence is almost captured by your flipping style. And I love that so much. I love this hobby so much. I don't know what I would do without silly little knives to spin around, dude. Like, the people in this hobby are amazing. I've made so many friends. I've made quite a few enemies. There's a lot of stupid people in this hobby too, but if you're gonna be stupid about a hobby, that means at least there's something to be stupid about. There's something that you care enough about to be really dumb and overprotective about. And I guess some people are just like, oh, it's manly to flip knives. If you flip trainers, you suck. But like, dude, really? When you look into it, we're playing with toys, and I mean, it is fun, and I couldn't really ask to find a better hobby. I love it. So, yeah, I think it's a good note to leave the video off on. Sorry for abandoning you guys for so long. I will be uploading more regularly, hopefully. Everything's been really tough on me, but YouTube, just like being able to teach people stuff, even if it's only 1 or 2 people per video, it's worth it. I love it. Thank you guys so much. That's the end of this video, so bye-bye.